Hey guys, Will here. So I've been spending a few hours this evening getting things set up hardware-wise for my stream, as well as getting all the gear set out for the Porsche Esports Super Cup race on Saturday. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about there, I posted up a video yesterday, so I'll link that above my head now explaining what that's all about. But it's basically going to be the biggest sim race of my life, I reckon. I'm pretty nervous about it, as I'm sure you can imagine, but it is meant to be a bit of fun, but at the same time I want to try and make it as good as I possibly can, both in terms of my performance and the quality of the stream. So what I wanted to do today is just run you through basically what we've set up here hardware-wise. It's a pretty crazy setup. There's a lot of intricacies in it, so I thought it'd be a fun little thing to do to run you guys through it. So coming a little bit closer, let's go through everything that we have here. Now, the first thing that I had to do was service my pedals. Now, a lot of people ask all the time, what should you use to lubricate pedals? This is what I use, the Specialist High Performance Silicone Lubricant. So I completely rebuilt my HE Ultimate pedals this morning, pulled everything apart and lubed them all up, got them all running. So hopefully we don't have any issues like we had last Sunday where the brake fell apart on me right before we were about to jump into a race. So yeah, I'm feeling a little nervous about that, but it should be all good now. I spoke to HE and got all that sorted, so should be fine. But onto the gear. So I'm going to be trying something a little bit different this time around. Generally, you guys that have watched my streams would have seen I'm streaming the actual game footage and then just a camera in my face looking at the camera so you can see what I'm doing with my hands and things like that. But what I thought I'd try this time around is having a camera sort of looking over my shoulder, and you can see here on the screen the view that you'll basically have. So you'll see my arms, you'll see everything that's going on, you can see my dash, you get a much wider field of view as well on the triple monitors. So we're running three 35-inch monitors, 100 Hertz monitors. So yeah, you're going to get a wider field of view, you'll have a better picture of what's going on. And I think it's going to be a little bit more immersive for you guys as well than just having the gameplay footage. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'll run some footage from some testing after the talking part of this video so you guys can sort of have a look and let me know what you think. So that is all being done with a Sony ZV-1 blogging camera, which is normally or vlogging camera I should say. That's normally the camera that I use down there where I've got my webcam now to record all the face to cam stuff, and I'm just running that through a little it cost me $14, but it's been absolutely amazing. A little USB capture device. So I tried to buy a Elgato, what's it called, a Cam Link, and there's just no stock available at the moment, so I thought I'd give one of those a try, and it's actually been really good, so I might do a review on that a little bit later on. So that's running into my streaming laptop, which you guys have seen before. This is a 2080 Max-Q with a, I can't remember what the CPU is in it now, but 32 gig of RAM. So it's a pretty beefy laptop, and if we run around the front here, you can see there's my face to cam. So that's the Razer Kaio, which is sitting over here. We've got our Elgato key light as well, and I'll show you a little bit more on that in just a moment. We've got all our various scenes and bits and pieces that we'll be using. I won't be using all of these throughout the stream. You can see, obviously, I've got my camera testing and stuff going on there as well. These are all the various different sources that we've got running in. So we've got the NDI source for our game audio. Obviously the camera running in alert boxes and all those sorts of things as well. You guys don't need to see all the detail on that. One other interesting thing that we are bringing back again though is the heart rate monitor, which you can see sitting just there. So that is going to be a little Bluetooth thing that I'll be running on my chest to give you guys a live heartbeat. Hopefully I don't have a heart attack before the start of the race. Jill's over there laughing at me because she knows how nervous I am about all this. So we're running triple 35 BenQ EX3501R monitors, same ones you guys have seen before. 100 Hertz, so that gives us about 180 degree field of view all the way around. And if I put the camera down to where I sit, that's roughly what I see when I'm driving, and then I can look around on either side, look in the mirrors and all those sorts of things. So we're running the SimiCube 2 Ultimate there with the Cube Controls GT Pro wireless wheel. That's sort of my go-to wheel at the moment for the SimiCube base. And yeah, really happy with that with driving the Porsche 911 GT3. We're running the SimCore dash, which I reviewed a while back as well. I might end up running some different software on that on the night. I'm not sure yet, but just for my testing and stuff, I'm going to be running this. And we're running the AirLogs handbrake and shifter at the moment, but they're not going to be relevant for this anyway because they're not really part of driving this car. You can see tucked away in there as well my HE Ultimates, as well as the ducting for the WinSim. We've got videos obviously on all these things independently as well. Now you might be asking, what's the point of having a WinSim when you're in a enclosed cabin. It does actually make a big difference in terms of the level of immersion. It sort of gives you a bit of a sensation of speed, as well as cooling you down while you're driving as well, because it does get pretty hot and sweaty in here, obviously with the PC over here, which we'll look at in just a moment. All the monitors, the laptop pumping out hot air as well, all the camera gear, it's generating quite a lot of heat, so it does get pretty warm. Over here you can see a couple of new additions. We recently reviewed the Apex button box, so you can check that out. We've got the Elgato Stream Deck XL in there as well, and I've reduced the number of buttons that I have on there to just the things that I'm going to need for doing this stream, so I don't accidentally push the wrong button and blow up the mission or anything like that. So we've got a little audio meter up there, a button for clipping. We've got a brightness adjustment here for our key light too, so I can go nuclear or sensible. Switching between the different scenes that we're going to be using, turning on and off my microphone, game audio, pedal, camera, starting stream, stopping stream, recording the time, and on and off for the key light as well. And then this little guy over here you guys haven't seen before. So this is called a Max Mix, and it's a little project that I've recently been sent to do a review of. And basically what this allows me to do is adjust the mix between two different audio sources. So what I'm going to be using it for is switching between the levels for iRacing as well as TeamSpeak, which is what we're going to be using for the chat inside the race. So that allowed me to balance it out and make sure that we're not having any difficulties with being able to hear versus the game audio and things like that. Obviously, we have independent control of all the audio levels down on the laptop as well. In terms of microphones, just so you guys know, we're running the Rode Broadcaster microphone. That's what I'm going to be using for my primary streaming microphone, and then we're probably going to be using the Rode Shotgun mic for the game chat with the other guys that are racing. Up the top here, it's just getting even more complex. Up the top, we've got a 32-inch 1080p Sony monitor, which is just a really old TV that I had kicking around. And that's what I'm going to be using to monitor the stream chat while I'm driving. So you can see the streams are actually already up and running, waiting for the broadcast to start. Live in 47 hours. That doesn't feel like very long away at all. And there's actually two very keen people that are waiting already. Sorry guys, you got a long wait ahead of you, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. So that's what we're going to be using audio-wise. You can see we've got the Race Logic V-Box sim pack up there as well. Not sure whether I'll run that for the actual race, but I've been using it quite a bit in my testing just to sort of figure out where I'm fast and slow around the lap for Delta Vs and stuff like that. What else have we got here? There's not really a whole lot else to run through that you guys haven't seen before. We're obviously going to be running our motion platform V3 with our bungee set up for the seatbelt to give us a little bit of added sensation of braking forces, and the butt kick is hiding away in there as well. Excuse the absolutely horrendous cable management at the moment. I'm chopping and changing between a lot of different parts, doing a lot of reviews and things at the moment, so there's just not a whole lot of point in focusing on cable management, because then I have to go back and change everything again anyway. But we've got the butt kicker tucked away down there as well, and then the main sim PC, which is going to be what's running everything that you see on the screen. So 9900K running at 5.2 gigahertz, a 2080 Ti, 32 gig RAM, and a 1 terabyte SSD. And I think that's pretty much everything. I might just quickly show you as well, while we're over here, I've got my new editing setup, which is a bit of a mess at the moment. We've got all sorts of things going on over here. But this is the system that I'm using to edit all my videos and things like that now. It's a 10700K processor, 2080 Ti, 32 gig of RAM, and then triple Omen 27-inch 165 hertz monitors. And I've actually been using this rig for all of my other gaming. This is what I was using the other day when I was playing through the Mafia game as well on the Twitch streams that you guys might have seen. So we might try and do a little bit more streaming and stuff like that in the future too from this rig. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We've got some really exciting things going on in the next couple of weeks in terms of moving things around and making some pretty wild adjustments to the rig. So there's a lot of things to look forward to. So there you go, guys. That is the setup for Saturday's race. Hopefully everything holds together. I know that it's probably ridiculously over complex, but this is the way I like to do things. Part of the fun for me is sort of fiddling around, experimenting with stuff, and trying to always extract the best quality I can out of what we're doing here. So I hope you guys enjoy the stream. There's a link down below as well as above my head for you right now to where you can jump on what you were seeing on the screen before. You can set a reminder for the stream. But otherwise, yeah, have fun, guys. Enjoy the stream, and I'll see you again soon. See you on Saturday. Bye.